Happy fabulous Friday, you guys. I wanted to do a quick video using the Christmas Scottie stamp set. Let me go ahead and open, make sure I can moderate it. Tired. I'm really tired, hence no video of my face today because I'm super tired. Come on. There we go. I was like, I know I can see it. So, yes. So, I am a little bit tired, but we'll manage. I wanted to do a fun Scottie dog video using non-traditional. As you know, I always like to do something a little non-traditional because I don't know, I like to expand how a set is used, because when you look at this Scottie dog set, your first assumption is that it just has to be only Christmas. And I get why you think that, but it really has a lot of potential for a lot of different things. And so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we use it for some other fun stuff. So what we're going to do first is we're going to, I got to get my punch out. I love the Scottie dog set. So cute. It's just a fun, I just find it to be fun. And even though I'm a cat lover, I love the Scottie dog. I just think it has a sweet potential. And how fun is this little card? Come on, Scottie dog. Punch. There it is, the last one in the lot. Okay, so remember, you can get this bundle. You can get a bundle of this easily through Stampin' Up. When you buy them together, you save 10%. So it's always wiser to buy together. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take my plaid. First, I'm going to take my plaid stamp and put that down. I'm going to use one little bow because I love having a little bow. I'm going to use Parakeet Party ink. I'm going to use some black ink. And then I'm going to be using the ribbon. This long ribbon needs a long block. So the block I need to use for this is the H block, and it's just long and narrow. It's just better for what we're doing. And then I want to use a sentiment. Actually, I'm just gonna keep with what I did before. I'm not gonna change it up. I'm a little too tired to change it up. So the sentiment we're just going to use is just the woof, because I just think it's sweet. I just think this is a fun set. Let me put it on the better block. I realized I'm not stamping the dog, so I don't need any more extra blocks. I love, love, love the Scottie dog. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to have your traditional layers. So you're going to have, a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece of card base. Then you're going to have 4 by 5 1/4 Parakeet Party. Then we need 3 3/4, no, this one, 3 3/4 by 5 inches for the next piece. And but I also need to stamp my Scottie dog. That was the first thing I was going to do and got distracted. So the first thing I want to do is stamp my Scottie dog. And honestly, I just usually, when I do the Scottie dog, I usually stamp it first on just a plain piece of paper, and then I punch him out, because then I know I'm getting his whole body. Some people do it the other way, where you have the cut dog and then you stamp down on it. You can do that too, and you'll still get the effect that you want. It's just a different It's just a different technique. Oh, I'm missing a little bit. I think it's okay. So, I made a bunch of decorations for my oops, I put that way too far in the middle because it's so far in the middle of my my thing that it I couldn't punch it. Might need to tear some more even. Yep. Let me cut some more off. Yeah, I'm really tired because what I did is I put together a bunch of or I made a fall decoration for outside. When I had break, you know, I'm teleworking, so when I had a break, I went and did some of that, and that made me a little tired. Okay, so then you get your fully plaid dog, and you have your square left over, which is fine. You can do other things with it, and we're gonna still use this, even though I stamped this white. It's okay because we're just gonna use the back side of it. And so I'm just gonna add a glue dot to the back of this little plaid. I'm gonna add a glue dot to the back of this little plaid dog, or the bow, plaid bow. And that'll allow me to pop it right onto my dog. So you put the plaid face down, and it should, oops, it didn't work. Let me do it over here on this stop. There we go. It should just peel up your little bow, peel up your little dot. It tore on that one, but that's okay. It's rare. Okay. So there's my little dog. And then when we take our, the reason why I wanted my dog is I just wanted to make sure I have my arrangement okay, because we're going to put a little bit of this gingham ribbon off to the side. We're going to cut a piece of the, oops, I tore a piece on my washi tape so big. And we're gonna wrap that around. It's not a fancy card, but I love the potential of using a Christmas stamp set for something beyond Christmas, because, you know, then you get the most bang for your buck, you know? I just really love that potential. And so I wanted to make sure that my ribbon had a good spot, and that's why I went ahead and I cut it off. I want my ribbon to be right about here. And I'm doing this before I'm stamping just so I know I have a good layout. I wanted them a little bit inward, I want it a little bit inward, but not too far. And it just helps me space things out better. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. I'm having a good day, just a little tired. Actually, it was a really good day, just tired. Only because, but tired in a good way. Tired because you did so much stuff. You got a lot of things accomplished. And it was crafty things that I really liked, so that makes me feel good. Okay, so now we're gonna take our parakeet party. Here's our dog. So I want my dog about right here. So I just have to be careful where I put my ribbons, because of the fact that when you, if you're not careful, you're gonna get your ribbon in, whoops. You're gonna get your ribbon in the wrong spot, you know, and you don't wanna have, let me see if I can, yeah, I'll use this. This is a brand new, like, worksheet which is fine. I just didn't want to totally get it messy. So, so what I'm going to do is I just put down an extra sheets because I'm going to overlap when I stamp. So what's going to happen is you're going to take your little ribbon and ink it up with the H side, and I want a really long ribbon dangling here. So it looks, to me, it reminds me of, yes, I had a very busy day, Marcia. It's surprising that I got it so busy. And so I love the long curl. So this is like a birthday card, or it could, to me, it reminds me a lot of, like New Year's Eve. And so I'm going to do another curl over here on this side. And then, or partial curl. I turned it upside down, you see. See how the stamp is upside down in order to get just that partial piece. And then we'll let this other ribbon just hang down. I don't want them all to be the same size. I can even put another third one, but that's where I want to put my sentiment. And so we're just keeping it easy. Oh, I put away the black. Okay, so I'm done with that. I don't need that anymore. That was a scrap piece of paper I was going to throw away. And I know I mean, that's why I have this little scrap, but I just put down a brand new one. I didn't want it to get totally messy. Just because I just put it down. I'm going to try to keep it up for like a week or so before I change it. Sometimes 2 weeks if I'm lucky. And I'm going to put dimensionals in the back of this. Yeah, it was a good day. I'm glad it was like really good, productive day. It made me feel very productive to have done something that, well, one, that I really enjoyed, and two, that was just fun and crafty. If you guys saw the picture of my pumpkin, Minnie Mouse pumpkin sign, I made that for the fall decorating. They're having a decorating contest for our apartment complex. I'm just crafty. And so I make my decorations. I don't go and buy them. And I just decided to make a mini themed fall tree for the outside. I did the wreath the other day in the hay bales and stuff, and then I put them all together today. And it just made me a little tired because it was a lot of bending down. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. Put my little dog down. Okay, so I've got the basics of my stamping. I need to add my sentiment, which is woof. And again, you could get a happy birthday. It would be very easy to go get a happy birthday stamp. I don't really feel like going to dig for a happy birthday stamp, I'll be honest. That's really my motivation for just sticking with this. Patience, people. But it's okay, you know, I think it's cute enough. Or this could even just be a just because. And it's such a small sentiment. You kind of need to do it a few times because it's so small. Oh, it's like really sticky. It's really juicy. Let me clean this off real quick. It's because I just re-inked it. It even has black in between the letters. That's how you know you have a juicy stamp set, or a juicy ink pad, I mean. Or I might have pressed down too hard. I just want 3 little woofs. There we go. And they're not perfect, but that's okay. People can still read these. And so we're done with that. Oh, the only other stamping I want to do is on, you know how I love to stamp the envelope? And I love to stamp the inside of a card. And I just always think that adds to it. So in the Scottie dog stamp set, they have this cute little bow. And I love using this bow for the inside of cards. I just think it's the perfect little addition to anything you're doing, you know. I've actually used it on some other cards too, other envelopes. and cards because it's just a nice, sweet little bow. And this bow goes sideways on the dog when it's sitting so that you can still see. I was trying to figure out how to use that other bow, and that's how, is you put it sideways. And this bow is actually, will also fit inside your, it'll fit inside your punch bow. I love this parakeet party. It's my favorite color. Right now. I love bright greens. I just love, love, love bright greens. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And so, we're going to put everything together here. I think we're done with all our stamping. So that was a quick card. Oh, and then we'll add our embellishments, which is one of my favorite things. So that was actually a really quick card. I was thinking it would take longer. It's actually faster than I thought. But yeah, look at how cute an impact it has by just adding that little bit of ribbon. And, you know, a Scottie dog. Now, granted, if it were dark green that I were using and red, then yeah, it definitely would be a Christmas card. But this could easily be a New Year's card or a just because card. I think it looks celebratory. So that's why I tend to think of it. Okay, I just didn't want to put it on. Sometimes when I'm doing these upside down, I'll put the card like on backward. And so there we go. Because I'm doing it upside down for you guys to get to see everything. And so I've got our little dog on. Let me put the inside card. Okay. Yeah, I honestly, nap time afternoons, Marcia, often happen for me if I've had a rainy day. It was rainy today, but for some reason I didn't get tired. I think just because I really wanted to get that other thing done, and I just like the idea of just finishing that little task. I'll post pictures in a minute. Okay, so these are the flower adhesive back trinkets. And what I did was I went ahead and I took the flower trinket and I added one to my bow just for fun. And because I felt it was celebratory, the other thing I added was some rhinestones. I just grabbed some rhinestones. Oh, this one's open on the side. And I just had them falling. I just used the small rhinestones. I didn't use any of the big ones because I just wanted them to look like they're falling down, like confetti. That's why I keep thinking it's New Year's. But it could even be a birthday. Yeah. And I'm going to use 5 only because I like to make sure I always have an off number, an odd number. Fun. And there we go. There's our card. Wow, 22 minutes. That was fast. Considering I punched everything, that was a fast card. I thought it would be harder because I had to stamp so many pieces, but actually I didn't. It wasn't that bad. Good job, Jennifer Lynn. So yeah, so now I'm gonna eat something and try and relax. I need to order some groceries for tomorrow to pick up. But yeah, I feel productive that I got a lot done on a Friday so that I don't have to do as much on a Saturday. That always feels really good. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you guys ever hear me opening and closing containers. I collect lunch boxes. And so I have a huge collection. You guys probably see it behind my head. All of those are lunch boxes. Well, I also have a handful of lunch boxes that I use. Like this one has all my current embellishments in it. And I labeled it on the side current to make sure that I wouldn't forget that this was the current ones. And then I have one for some retired embellishments. And I also have a lunchbox that my friend Blanca made me. She made me one that says Jen on it with her cricket. And so, and it has a Cinderella shoe and a tiara, which was very sweet of her. This has all my ribbon fragments. Because every so often I'll take a class and they'll just give me some pieces, you know, like, or a ribbon share, they call it. And that's how I wind up with these like scraps. But you don't want to get rid of a nice, piece of ribbon that you can use in the future. You always want to make sure you have stuff for later. So yeah, so here is our card, ladies. That is all. Well, and gentlemen, because gentlemen can be watching too. Stampin' Up! Is not an exclusive company. It includes all people. There's actually one I know of one male demonstrator who's like one of the top 20 or something like that. And yeah, and he's male. And so mainly it's a woman-run industry, you know, as a whole, but there are men too. And he's super successful, the one that I'm thinking of. And then, of course, in the corporates, there's a bunch of males in the corporate. Anyway, so that's just a little side note. So, but yeah, I'm glad I did this little card for you. So you can see the potential. It could easily be a birthday. If I wanted to substitute the woof woof, or if I just add birthday on the inside, either way, you know, you have other stamp sets more than likely that are birthday stamp sets you could use or celebrate. This would be a good celebration card, like for someone that graduated or got promoted or something like that. They might actually enjoy this card as a fun little extra card. So thanks for tuning in, ladies. Sorry not to be so more exciting, but I am proud. I got a lot done today. I feel accomplished and I feel tired in a good way because I'm really happy with what I did, and I don't know, I'm just proud of myself. If you check out my Minnie Mouse door sign, you'll see my Minnie Mouse door sign, and that is just, it's so cute, that Minnie Mouse door sign. I made it out of Dollar Tree items, and that's what's even better, is that I made it out of Dollar Tree items, which is hard to believe that most of the items that I used for my decor were all from the Dollar Tree, and then I made them Disney. So I thought that was kind of funny. And so, yeah. I'm very good at making things Disney. That is obviously my niche. That is obviously my forte. If you want me to make something Disney for you, I'm going to find a way to do it. It's amazing how, I don't know, I amaze myself sometimes because I think, gosh, who would have thought of doing something like that? But, so yeah, so there is our card, you guys. I hope you have a great afternoon and a weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday with a Mr. Toad of Toad Hall, Wind in the Willows inspired, or what do they call it? They don't call it Mr. Toad, or they don't call it Wind in the Willows. That's the book, but Disney calls it something else. I think they just call it Mr. Toad, but it's like Mr. Toad's Great Adventure, like the ride. Monday we have a Mr. Toad card, and I'm so excited. So, all right, well, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.